Hi everyone, here I am going to talk about suffix and prefix in the carbon chain. Okay, here is I have taken a compound here, and this is a very simple compound. Here it contains single chain only. Okay, so let us count the number of carbon chain here. We have how many number of carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is 5, we have learned earlier in the earlier video that if it is 5, the name of the carbon chain will be pent. So P-N-T, pent. The word root will be pent. So this is your word root, pent. Since all the carbon, all this in this all this in this compound it contains single bond that, so it became as ANE. Okay, so this is our word root pent. Then according to the chain, whether it is multiple bond, single bond or triple bond, we will give that name. Okay, so since it is single bonded, every carbon is single bonded, so it is ANE. Okay, so word root is here. ANE is just because of all the carbons are single bonded. Okay, let us go to the next compound where this is a little different from that. Okay, so here we have selected, our aim is to select the longest and also the continuous carbon chain. So I have selected this carbon chain as it is the longest carbon chain in this compound. So after selecting the longest and continuous carbon chain, something has branched out. See, one carbon has branched out. It is out of the chain. Okay, this carbon is out of the chain, and this is called as substituent. Okay, anything that is out of the chain. Okay, in hydrocarbons, that out of the chain, that is called your substituent. Okay, so after selecting the longest and continuous carbon chain, something has branched out, something is outside the chain, so it is called your substituent. And while naming, we should name the substituent first. We should always name the substituent first while naming it. So, and also we should know the position of the substituent. Like we can count either from the left side or from the right side, but we have to make sure that our substituent get in the lower position, means lower number. If I count from here 1 carbon 2, that means your substituent gets in the lower position. See here in the second position. But if I count from this side 1 2 3, this substituent get in the third position, which is not according to the IUPAC rule. IUPAC rule says that the substituent should always get in the lower position. Okay, now it is done. So while naming, we should mention the position also. Okay, so as I told you that substituent should be always named first. Okay, so it is in the second position. So 2, what is the name of the substituent? Since it contains a one carbon only, so it is called methyl. Okay, methyl. Substituent are always given as methyl, always given as YL. Okay, so 2, 1 carbon only, so methyl. Then we will go, so this part is done. We are left with this part now. So how many carbon chain? 4. It is called bute. Okay, this part is your bute. So this is your word root. Now ANE is just because of your all the carbons are single bonded, so ANE. Okay, so word root. So what we have here in the prefix plus word root plus suffix. Okay. So in the prefix, always the substituent are always written in the first, that is prefix. We call it as prefix. But word root means the number of carbon. The number of carbon is your word root. Okay, is mentioned as has particular name bute because of 4 carbon. So bute, and ANE is in the suffix because of the nature of the chain. It is all single bonded, so ANE. It would have been double bond, it would be ENE. Okay, so prefix means always the first one, then word root, then at last it comes as your suffix. Okay, so prefix means, okay, whatever before word root, whatever we write, that is your prefix. Okay, then word root means the number of carbon atoms, and according to that we will give the name. Then suffix means at the last, following the word root, that is your suffix. Okay, so we will choose another compound here. So we have another compound, similar compound, but now we will select the longest and continuous carbon chain. This is your longest and continuous carbon chain, Now one carbon has branched out this, so this is our substituent. So we will number it 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we will number from this side, because if I count from this side, your substituent get in the second position, and then everything is same. So the name will be same. Just to know for counting, I have written this similar compound. Okay, so 2-methyl. Okay, what is done? Then what is the number of carbon chain? 4, so it is called bute. What is the nature of the chain? All are single bonded, so it is called ANE. Okay, so next carbon, see here, this also the longest and continuous carbon chain is this one. Two things is out of the chain, so this is called your substituent. So we'll number it 1, 2, 3, 4. So since it is in the we will always mention the substituent first along with the position. It is in the second, and also it is in the third. Same, that is why I have written together 2, 3. How many methyl group? There are 2 methyl groups, so it is called dimethyl. It is called dimethyl. Then what is the number of carbon here? 4, so the word root is bute. What is the nature of the chain? ANE. All are single bonded, so ANE. It is in the suffix. This is in the prefix. This is your word root. Okay. Now let us go to the next compound here. So let us count the carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4 only. If I count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be our longest and continuous carbon chain. Okay, because this is the longest one. Then this. After selecting the longest and continuous carbon chain, see, something has branched out. That means something is out of the chain. Carbon compound is the carbon, okay, and group is out of the chain. So this is called your substituent. Now we will number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if I count from this side also, it is in the third position. If I count from this way also, it is in the third position. So we can count in either way. Now this is your substituent. As I have mentioned earlier, that your substituent should be always in the written first, that is in the prefix. So along with the position 3-methyl. So this is 3-methyl. And what is the name of the carbon? Because it is 5, so it is bute. It is 5, so it is pent, PNT, pent. Okay, what is the nature of this chain? All are single bonded, so it is ANE. So this is your suffix, this is your prefix, this is your word root. Okay.